Hi everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Udbhav, a social entrepreneurship series. Our guest today is Mr. Santosh Parulekar, the CEO and co-founder of People Tree Ventures Private Limited. He is known as the philanthropic CEO who builds homes and shapes lives for rural unemployed workforce. His vision is to create a livelihood for the rural youth. To achieve this, he had confounded the construction of Venture People Tree Life Ventures Private Limited in the year 2007. The firm had employed and developed over 1,500 workers working on various skills in India. Students from rural backgrounds are trained by vocational training schools and provided with employment. Since its inception, the firm People Tree Ventures Private Limited has completed many large-scale projects with well-known construction companies such as Tata Housing, Shapoorji Pallonji, Godrej, just to name a few. In his own words, the firm does not aim to maximize profits but create social good. Thank you very much, sir, for taking time out for us and gracing us with your presence.
Thank you.
Sir, can you please let us know the motive behind quitting a well to do job abroad and setting up People Tree Ventures?
Yeah, sure. See, basically, it's the realization of the limited utility of money. Okay, means I'm sure that in your management you are aware of the diminishing marginal utility. Are you aware of that? Because as you start earning more money, then eventually the utility of that money it goes down. Okay,
Yes, sir.
many of us have studied it. However, I suddenly realized one day. Okay, when my because of my father's health problem, I decided to settle in India, and then I bought a luxury car, okay, in India. Okay, and then I was happy for a few days, so a week or so. So like you will buy it when you have got new job, and also I bought a luxury car, so I was very happy for a few days. And then suddenly after a few days I realized that I'm not that happy. And then I was discussing with my wife, and then we got into, as you know, intellectual discussions. And my wife is also a doctor, so you understand that we get into the intellectual discussions. And
Yes,
then that suddenly that realization came to me that all these things are not giving that happiness which we need, right, we look for. And then that is where then I started thinking that this is not, I don't want to get into the rat race. Okay, I don't want to get into this just earning money for buying luxuries and all. I want to do something which I feel happy about. Okay, why, which internally gives me the happiness. And that's when then I started thinking of it, and then eventually came out with People Tree Ventures, right, so for the betterment of the poor or school dropouts.
great, sir. That's actually very good to hear.
Yeah.
Like all of us dream to do so now or then, but a realization happened and you actually took the charge, which is something I believe a very few people do. Okay, sir. Sir, what were your challenges that you faced while establishing business in rural India? Especially, please elaborate what kind of hurdles do you face while establishing the business there?
So, see, as you correctly said, that we work mainly in the rural India, and that too, what you call it as the poor states majority, like Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Odisha, West Bengal, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. So we work in 8 states very predominantly, and in the villages. So our training centers are in the villages. Okay. So some of the experiences which I had, and I just want to share with many of you, because you will be, I hope you will be going to the rural areas, even for your business or your profession. Okay. So the one most important thing is rural people do not trust you immediately. Okay.
Yes,
Means suppose if tomorrow some new technology come in. Okay. Many of us in urban, we will go for it, right?
yes,
But rural people, they don't trust anyone immediately. Okay. See, if you go by their experience, they probably have burned their fingers by fly-by-nights operators, and they might have experiences, bad
yes,
experiences. So they don't trust you. Okay, and we face that problem because coming from our background, right? We feel that we are smart, management
yes,
graduates, educated, and well-to-do, and even have money. So we feel and trying to do something good. So we think why the people don't listen to us, why they don't trust us. Because I used to conduct village meetings initially. Means in Uttar Pradesh, in Telangana, I conducted village meetings many times, and most of the times the students will ask us different questions. Means, and I will get slightly upset that they don't trust us. Okay. In fact, in Bihar, the in the villages which I went for the meeting, those they started asking me. Once one boy he came up and he said, "What is the guarantee that you will send us to somewhere?" In that time we were sending them to different cities. Now also we send, and you will take our kidneys out, right? So what is
Oh,
the guarantee? and and then when then I came back and then I asked some people and they said it had happened with some of the people from the villages, okay, in past. Okay, and then when you mentioned them some sites, and then they got suspicious because it has happened with some of the village boys, and that's why they get suspicious. So what I'm saying is that they have bad experiences, they have different experiences, and so they won't trust you. So that's why what we do now also, we do, before we go to any area, we do sufficient work. Okay, we do sufficient homework first, and then we decide that whether there is a enough scope in that village over next village. I am not saying village, in district and surrounding district, is there enough scope for us over next 4 to 5 years? Then only we enter. Because first year we are not doing good business. Okay, we are not training large students, we are just building the confidence, right? So
yes.
previously, even we used to provide employment only to 10 people from the village. Okay, so that's
Okay.
okay, because even though we train more people, only 10 people will work. So we slowly build that confidence, and now most of these states people know people tree. So now it is slightly okay to enter any area in these states at least. Especially in Bihar, many people know us. In Uttar Pradesh, many people know us. Jharkhand, many people know us. So some of these states, majority of the people now know some way or other. So now it is okay. So this is one lesson, that they don't trust you. They won't trust you, and don't get disheartened by this, because it's not case only with you. It's case with all of us. See
So
the
as we,
second. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, sir, please continue.
Yeah. And the second thing which I would tell you is that as the management graduates, we always think, as I said, we always think that we are smarter and educated. So we know it more than us. Okay. So and then we think they are poor, so they don't know anything. And then somehow in our mind we feel that poor means he will be simple, right? So that is also not true. See, we should not take them for a ride, as I said, but at the same time, we should be careful on when we are dealing with them, because you might find a very small, simple villager boy, I mean, in our case, and then you will think, okay, kitna sida bachche hai, right? But and then you will have different experiences. I'll give you an example. Previously, what we used to do is that we will provide them the train tickets, we will take them to the construction site after training, then we'll give them the uniform on day one. As soon as they join the duty, we'll provide them the utensils to cook food, because we used to give them ration,
Hmm.
and we'll make them comfortable. A team of around 10 people from these villages. Then slowly, when I was actively involved in the business, so then I will get call that bacche bhag gaye. Okay, means they will be there, and after 3 days, okay, 2 days, 3 days, they will run away with uniform, with utensil, and many times they will go and start working on the other side. Okay, because they will have some contact through someone, and they
Hmm.
will go and they will start
Hmm.
working, and then whatever investment you have made, you are lost. But they are smart
Hmm.
enough, because you got their tickets, so you brought them here. Now that uniform is there, utensils are there, money is yours, and then now they are getting benefited. So they are very smart. So then we change our strategy. So now we bring them still, but then we change our strategy, that we'll give after a few days, we'll give uniforms on sites, and initially we will provide food to them directly, and all that. You have to be careful, and you have to learn as you are on job. These are two. The third thing which I am sure that you must be aware, that many of these villagers, they have the large families, okay,
Yes.
and then they know, from families they get support. So you and me, okay, you might not be, while studying, you might not be going to all your marriages in all your extended family, okay,
Yes.
but they want to go, they will like to go, okay, even if the death of any of their distant relative also, they might like to go. The other thing is like some of the festivals. Okay, means I will tell you very frankly, having stayed abroad for a long time, I had forgotten even many of our festivals. We know Diwali, Holi, and few others. Okay, say Raksha Bandhan and few. But means for example, Shivaratri even in Maharashtra. Okay, I have never seen Shivaratri being that big festival. But for our boys in the villages, many people they walk for 10, 12 days. Okay, they
Yes,
take
yes,
water from the river, they walk and then they pour it on the Shiva Pind, Shankar
yes,
Pindi, and then they come back. And for that they will go. And for you should be aware that okay, these are some of the tradition, these are some of the beliefs which you can't change. You can't change them. Now, for example, Holi and Diwali, and you have to really accommodate that. In Holi and Diwali, 50% of our students working on site they go on vacation. Okay, but now we are aware that they will go at least again that 70 to 80% of them will come back after a month or so. Then you plan accordingly. You don't assume that you can change them. It's very difficult to change them. These are some of the lessons which I would like you to be aware. Go ahead. You had some point there, so please go ahead.
sir. I was saying that yes, it's like challenges on multiple levels. One is
Yes.
establishing, then it is breaking into the society and building a trust. So it
Yes.
like becomes one step more difficult as compared to cities. Or thank you, sir.
Yes.
I believe that it was a great answer and a lot of practical insights. Definitely we draw from this. Sir, there has been a lot of buzz around the concept of impact investing globally. How do you think this will aid the growth of social entrepreneurship ecosystem in India?
Okay. See, first thing is that I'm sure you have read Warren Buffett, right? You are aware of Warren Buffett. And Warren
Yes, sir.
Buffett has very categorically said that he doesn't understand social entrepreneurships. Okay. Means rather, I think he says that he doesn't believe in social entrepreneurships. And I agree with him. See, because what he has said is that making profit, maximizing profit is the job of business. That's what
Yes,
we learn in management, right? And maximizing social benefit is the job of the social organization, right? Social entrepreneurship. Now he thinks that both of, and he's right? Both are at loggerheads. And then prioritizing one against other is not possible. So either you focus on your maximizing profit or you focus on maximizing social.
mhm,
Having said that, despite of that, many of the for-profit organizations which we know that they have more social conscious, right, like Tatas, right, which we, when we say Tata, then we know that okay, they are slightly more concerned about social well-being. Other example is like Merck. You must have studied the case studies of Merck, right, in your management. So Merck, globally Merck is known for being socially consciousness or having trying to trying to strike that balance. Okay. So similarly, when you are doing the social enterprise, when you are running the social enterprise, you need to be mature enough, okay, to be able to balance it. So you should be mature enough to be able to decide, right? So I have to give preference to social benefit at the cost of profit, but at the same time, I have to strike the balance. Okay.
mm,
When you look at it, I'm giving you this example because you know that this depends on the management capabilities. So now you look at it, impact investing is about what? Impact investing said it is mainly investing not only for profit, but also for social impact.
mm,
Okay. Same principle applies here. You know, because now what is the priority? Right? Same. What is your priority? Because you are saying that I want social impact and I want
mm,
profit, right?
yes,
So are you willing to let go your profit because it is the excellent social cost? So you say, okay, I will let go my money also, not only my interest, I will let go my money also
yes,
because it's the great social impact. And you know, example of Merck, right? When it came out with a vaccine or a medicine, which they sold it for free, where they realized that it's only social impact doesn't make business sense. So
yes,
just giving that example where it is for profit business which took that decision. So similarly, are these impact investors ready to do that? Okay.
mm,
Then what type of returns do they expect? Or is it that they are calling them as impact investment, but they still expect the returns of like like VCs, right? So finally, it depends on the people who are running it and their maturity. If and I will tell you, in my life, I have seen over last 13 years, or rather in over last whatever time I have spent professionally. Finally, it's the spirit. Okay. If internally you think of something, okay, if you want to do some things like just for the profit, for your personal benefit, then you will fool others. Okay, you can fool
Yes.
others saying that
Yes.
okay, I'm doing social thing, and then you will make money for yourself and you will run away. But if you feel that you want to do something good, then the problem is you will face more difficulty, you will
Hmm.
face more challenges, you will face more hardship. Okay. And that is the most difficult thing, because you have to stand up there. Okay, you have to face it, because you want to do something good, you want to
Hmm.
do something good not for yourself, but you want to do something good for the society, you want to do something for the betterment of the world. And when you feel that, then you will stand up and you will do it. So same thing is for impact investment. If they really feel that they want to do something good for the society, they want to do something good for the social well-being, then they will stand up and they will do it. Otherwise, they will make the quick buck and they will go like, as I said, for the social entrepreneurs.
Thank you very much. One key takeaway from for me would be that striking a balance is the key, and is management really or the business really up for it?
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, since the construction sector has been one of the most impacted sectors due to the pandemic, how do you plan to minimize the impact at an organizational level?
Okay. See, first thing is, as I said, what is more important to us? More important to us is profit or social well-being, right? Yeah, we have to survive. If we don't survive, then we can't do anything. So
Yes.
the first thing is that we have to survive, but the most important thing is well-being of the construction worker. And you
Mm.
have already seen that large number of migrants going back, right? You must have read in the
Mm.
newspaper
Yes.
and TV channels and all, right? And you know, as the person who is well connected with them, okay, many of my boys, okay, are part of that. I'm really worried about them. Okay. And I got worried not now, I got worried in March only. Okay, when
Mm.
in March end or April first week, when I saw that, okay, I could not sleep for nights. And I said something we have to do it, okay, for
Mm.
them. Okay. And then I put my own money. Then we got some friends to give us some donations. We raised even the donations over retail donors. Okay. And the first thing what we started doing is that we started giving them the rations. Okay. So as soon as they reach the home, okay, we provide them the rations so that I'm saying government is doing a good job. Government is trying to do whatever they can. But our job is to show that empathy. We cannot provide it to crores of people, right? But at least
Yes.
whoever we could, from the limited money which we got, we could collect. We provided them the rations first, okay, so that we wanted them to be at least no one should be having the hunger problems, and we provided 1 month ration to them. Okay, then now what we started doing is slowly, okay, now what we started doing is that they have gone there, but many of them don't want to come back. Okay, few of them now slowly want to come back, but not all of them want to come back. So what we decided to do is that take this opportunity and try to upskill them. Okay, so that suppose if someone knows only helper, he is helper, so we will provide him the good training of masonry or electrician, or even repairing of the domestic appliances, right? Like cooker, mixer, or electric appliances, like the motor, water pump and all. So what we have started doing is that we have started training them on these multiple skills, and then after training, and we are providing free food to them
Mm.
during training. And
Yes.
after training, we are providing the toolkits, and then we are linking them to the jobs locally available. Okay, means for example, see Prime Minister Awas Yojana, large number of
Yes.
construction houses are ongoing. Then government even road construction is happening. Then
Yes.
BRDO border road also is hiring.
Yes.
So we are connecting them to some of those opportunities. Some of them who want to say now, some of them want to return. Okay, means they are saying okay, we are okay to now go back to cities. So there we are coordinating with employers to come bring them back to the jobs also. They are less number. Majority we are trying to place them locally. Okay, so our focus is more to support this our clientele, okay, our students, our migrants, so that our social benefit is high. Okay, at the same time, we are raising donations, we are raising money so that we can make it sustainable. Okay, so that's the way we are going there.
Thank you very
But by
much.
the way, close this, we are on our track to train and provide placement to more than 10,000 people. Okay, so we started very small. We started only with 500 in UP and PR. Now we are already roll it out to 10 districts. Okay, in UP,
Mm.
BR, and Jharkhand, because what Prime Minister has already identified, our Prime Minister has already identified 116 districts in
Yes,
many of the states. So we have selected 10 of those districts and we are focusing, and we will be providing training and placement to more than 1,000 from each of these districts, so that at least we are participating in that good cause of providing training and placement to more than 10,000 migrants across India. So we are on track, and I am happy that we means I would say that that is what we call it as God, right? If you try to do something
yes.
good, then automatically you will get help and you would be able to do good. Okay.
That's very good to know, sir. Especially in these times when unemployment is so high. I think
Yes.
that's really a great initiative.
Thank you.
Lastly, sir, what advice do you have to give to the budding entrepreneurs who look up to you to dream big and achieve big?
Okay. See, means you remember when I was there, I talked to many of you, and in fact, I attended some of your other functions also in entrepreneurship. And I visit various colleges, okay, for as guest lectures or even for some of these functions. And I see, I would say, I see that type of fancy in your eyes when you talk about entrepreneurships. Okay. And especially I understand because technology has created that. Technology has created many billionaires also, not only millionaires. So I understand that. But let me because I many times try to caution the young generation. Okay. Entrepreneurship is the difficult thing. Please understand. Okay, it's the most difficult thing. So if you want to do it, please go ahead and do it starting tomorrow. But if you want to take some time, please take some time. Suppose if you want to build your savings, you want to have like what I did, right? So I built some of my savings. I make sure that I have some money in bank, and then I took my money and then started that. So that if you want to do that, that's okay, because entrepreneurship is a most difficult thing. It is full of hurdles. Don't just
Yes,
think of it as a rosy thing. Okay, you will be having hurdles each day. Okay, now if you decide to start a social entrepreneurships like what I did, it's more difficult, because now you want to do good, so you will have other problems, and then you will have more hurdles, right? So first thing is that you decide whether you are high grade. Okay, you know what I mean by great, right? Great means you should be sure enough, you should be confident enough. Despite of all hurdles or failures, I will stay there. I will try to make it a success, but I will do it. Okay. So first see if you have it. Okay. If you are confident, because many of you guys, you have done the MBA, so I'm sure that you are that great. That's why you have got into these courses, and that's why you are doing well in your academics. But just make sure that you have it. And if you want a relaxed, tensionless life, partying life and all, please remember this is not that. Okay, entrepreneurships is not that. For entrepreneurships, you need to be willing to work very hard. Okay. However, if you decide to take up this challenge, okay, then there are a lot of benefit. Okay, the most important thing is, as you correctly said, right, eventually you will become role model for others, right? The important thing for me is that to help this country get large number of social entrepreneurs, okay, large number of entrepreneurs from the young generation like you, okay, because slowly after 10, 15 years, I am more than 60, right? You are the boys, you are the girls, okay, who should be taking it forward. So eventually at the age of 60, 65, 70, you should be feeling proud of it, right? What you have done, and the others, you will follow you, right? And that is what is the most important. So remember that pot of gold is at the end of the rainbow. Okay, so you if you feel that, and then you like the roller coaster, roller coaster. I always give the example of roller coaster, right? You must have gone to whatever SL World and other things, right? So Fun World and other. So in roller coaster, like If you love this roller coaster ride, then this is the roller coaster ride. In roller coaster, when you end the journey, you are not feeling happy. But while when you are on that journey, you enjoy it, right? You are screaming,
Yes,
but still you are enjoying it.
enjoy.
So it's like this. You will be screaming in this journey. If you enjoy it, then you take up this journey. Okay. Don't just worry about your end of the journey. I will become millionaire, billionaire, and all. And social enterprise. So you don't even think of I will become billionaire, millionaire, and all, because your focus is you want to do something good and you want to feel that internal happiness. So then only you take up this journey. That would be my advice to you. Okay. And once you take it up, then you put your 100% into it. Okay. You at least put in all your efforts into it.
Yes.
Don't quit. Okay. Disheartened. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
But
I would say, sir, thank you very much for your time and patience for answering all of our questions. We hope that you continue inspiring a lot of people, students like us especially, not just towards entrepreneurship, but entrepreneurship for a cause. Thank you so much once again.